Hi everyone. Um, at the start of the year 2024, I had an idea that became for me and for many others that I've shared it with a concept that has become like a game changer. I discovered that I was speaking to someone about something. It was actually about a job, and I was trying to give the person ideas for what to think about, how to maybe do their application, and some of the places to look. And I discovered that the more that I tried to give the person my ideas, the person kept on putting up a blocker and giving excuses for why they couldn't do what some of the suggestions or some of the ideas that I was giving. And as I, finished talking to the person, it occurred to me that the person was not displaying a concept that I call able-mindedness. And so it occurred to me that beyond being able bodied on anything that you want to do, there has to be something called able mindedness. It means that in your mind, you must understand that even if I don't have everything to deliver or to reach the results that I want, there has to be a state of mind that I have that shows that I'm able. And so from that point on, I started to look inwards on myself as well, looking at my life in every dimension, in every facet, especially as a professional. And I began to ask myself, what are the challenges that I'm facing right now? What are some of the obstacles that I've always experienced? And asking myself the question that, am I able-minded on this? So it is not enough to be able-bodied, that is to have the body or the energy, to do anything, because a lot of times we only look at our bodies in terms of the limitations that we face. And when we see somebody that has a bodily limitation, we say, oh, this person is not able-bodied. But a lot of people are able-bodied but are not able-minded, meaning that when it comes to their mind, there is an unwillingness to engage the internal what we call thought capital, to apply themselves to overcome obstacles, to apply themselves to see alternatives, or to apply themselves to press on to achieve those things that they've always wanted to achieve. And then what happens is that for a lot of people, their dreams stay in the realm of wishful thinking, wishful ideas, and they're never able to bring it to fruition. My conclusion was that able-mindedness is almost more important than able-bodiedness. But you know what? I find out that I need to be able-bodied for whatever I want to achieve. I also need to be able-minded. In addition to that, I recognize that in spite of being able-bodied and being able-minded, I need an extra touch. As a believer, it is something that I call grace. And it's also something that I call being spirit-led. So at the end of the day, as I set my goals for 2024, as I set out to achieve those goals, starting from maybe the point of where I know what to do and moving into the areas where I don't know what to do, I decided to take on a personal mantra that has really been a game changer for me, and it has set me apart in terms of my career, my home, and in everything that I've set out to do. And so my mantra is this. My mantra is that from now on, I am able-bodied, I am able-minded, and I am spirit-led. And you see, this is a tripod stand on which I stand. It's a balanced foundation for everything that I want to do. When I face any task, when I face any assignment or any project that I want to do, I now sit down and count the cost of what it will cost me in terms of my energy, my showing up, my own, appearance or being there, just generally showing up. But I also count the cost in terms of what it will take for me to apply my mind, for me to engage my mind, for me to understand or acquire the knowledge that I need, for me to keep the relationships that I need. Everything that happens in my mind to make sure that my mind is also showing up, but I also understand that I cannot do everything by myself and I do need the help of God. So I reach out for the help of the Holy Spirit, and I want to challenge you to remain able-bodied, able-minded, and spirit-led. Everyone who wants to understand what it means to be able-bodied, able-minded, and spirit-led, what do I want you to do now? I want you to sit down for every project you face, for every new job you want to take on, for every new thing you want to embark upon. Sit down and think about what it will take for you to achieve that, setting your mind. And sometimes it's just as simple as sitting down with a piece of paper in your quiet moment to say, what am I going to need to achieve this? Which of these things fall to the power of the Holy Spirit to help you? You need to be spirit-led. Which of those falls to the power of your mind to engage in, or what you need to change or tweak or acquire in terms of knowledge? That is where your mind comes in, because you need to engage your mind, and then what it will take in terms of showing up physically. If you just listen to this, I want you to go ahead, like, subscribe, and share, and see you in the next episode.